Sunday, a little bit of tech talk here. Kennan's down in Mexico City for the Mexico City Grand Prix. I don't know, F1 racing, I don't follow it, couldn't care less. I have noticed since, I don't know, early to mid-September, that content I'm adding to my music library on my Mac no longer syncs to my devices. And this was not a problem for the year preceding mid-September, roughly. Up until about 2023, I was a plug it in once every other week, go to Finder and sync the device manually type person. And that worked reasonably well. Most of the time, had its issues. You had to go and kill some rogue process every once in a while and reboot both devices to get it to go past step 4 because it would freeze. Bunch of bullshit. They stopped innovating that process probably 15 years ago. And then everybody told me that is so archaic, just let it sync, turn on iCloud Music, whatever it's called. And I tried that. There were some hiccups in the beginning, but long story short, it worked, and it worked really well. So I would download a new song, and I have not had Apple Music until today, a subscription for that service from Apple. So I would go to iTunes. I have bought every song in my library. It's 6,000 songs at $1 a piece, roughly. Some are $1.29, some are 79 cents, 99 cents. And then I organize everything into playlists. So once I got that working, I would buy a new song, drag it to a playlist, and within a couple of seconds, it would pop up on my devices. That was perfect. And then whatever happened in mid-September, it's very close to macOS Tahoe, iOS 26. Doesn't seem to be directly related to that, but very, very near that. It just stopped updating. I can add more music to the Mac. It's not making it to the phone. It wasn't even showing up under recently added until I went into the iTunes app and purchases and found them and then downloaded them. And then they showed up in the music app and they kept showing up in the music app. So there's some sort of bug there, but I could not get it to sync. I signed in and out of iCloud on my phone, on the iPad, on my Mac. I rebooted devices. I turned off syncing. I turned on syncing. There was nothing that would make this work. So today I bought a subscription to Apple Music, and I didn't actually pay for it yet. Since I got the iPad, there's 3 months free. So we'll take advantage of that. So far it seems to be working. But I'm in like 4 or 5 hours now in tweaking this to get it to work. So when I did that, it then doubled all of my playlists. So it took a playlist, for example, called Classic Rock and made another one called Classic Rock 1. And the Classic Rock 1 playlist and all the playlists that were ending with a 1, the new ones that it made, were syncing properly and had updated content. Well, my original playlists were still stuck and frozen in September. So what I did was just delete the original playlists and rename the ones that had a 1 without a 1. So I've effectively recreated my playlists that now sync. But I would do a comparison. Let's say I had 100 songs on the Mac, 86 of them are on the iPhone. What happened to the other 14? After a bunch of research and kind of looking into the specifics of these tracks, I found that a lot of them, actually all of them, were labeled as duplicate, not purchased, not matched, not uploaded to iCloud Music, to Apple Music. It was called duplicate, meaning I don't know what the problem is with duplicates. You cannot have 2 of the same track in a playlist. I don't know why I did. It's some sort of an error, but depending on which one in the library outside of the playlists was considered a duplicate versus the original one, then it just won't sync the duplicates. And then once I started playing with the playlists, any playlist that had a duplicate in it would not sync, totally disappeared from all my devices. So the last 4 hours, I've gone through playlist by playlist, sorted by duplicates, delete the duplicate, then go to the main library, find the original, drag that one back over. And then once I delete the last duplicate, like magic, I can't snap with my left hand. Like magic, it shows up on the iOS devices right there. And it's allowing me to do the sort. I have to click copy to play order, whatever the hell that means in the music app on the Mac. But once I do that, wait 5 seconds, and it's exactly there as I want it. So I'm now an Apple Music subscriber, which I think means, it's not free because I'm paying a subscription, but if I want to acquire a new song, I can just go find it, drag it to the playlist, right? And it will sync in real time. Here's my problem with this and why I've been so anti-Apple Music the last however many years it's been out. What happens when Apple decides we're not doing this anymore? Everything is gone. I've lost my collection. I've lost my library. I want to own it. I want to own the rights to that music. I want the physical file not locked down on my devices. I don't want stuff in a cloud. Now I'm on a flight. I want to listen to the song. Oh, you don't have internet. You can't listen to the song. No, none of that. I have zero tolerance and zero patience for that. I want it now when I want it, and I want to own it. And Apple Music doesn't offer that. You're kind of leasing it. So when Apple decides to phase out or discontinue or replace Apple Music in the future with something else, everything I will have added is completely gone. So I will have to live with that and hope that Apple doesn't make those changes, but it's inevitable that they will. If that's 3 years, if that's 10 years, if that's 40 years down the road, the service won't exist forever. And what happens when an artist decides, I don't want my music in Apple Music anymore, and they pull their stuff, and then my content goes away. And I've paid all this money for subscriptions. Yes, it worked. It was there for a while, and now it's gone. So somebody talked me off the ledge, but that's been the majority of today. We also went down to Tati's old apartment, helped her. She's moving out, so it was a clean out, clean up, kitchen, windows, bathroom, all that sort of stuff. Move stuff in the cars, take it to the new place. It was a couple hours earlier today. We've got a Lakers game on inside, still no LeBron. Now Luke is out for a week. I don't know what the hell happened. It's a shitstorm in terms of injuries, but tied up at 62 at the half. We've got a pizza on the way. We're gonna scarf that down, play a little GTA 5 tonight, have a drink and relax, and back to work tomorrow on Monday. I'll speak with you then. Night.